colors, it's prone to do that.
Yeah, it is. It just on its own. You just wake up and go, hey, what happened?
Spontaneously, yes.
Spontaneously. I like that. I know we've got two causes. Do you wish to take them concurrently? Because I think some of the issues let's just take them concurrently. I don't need that. We'll take these concurrently. We're not creating estates, so we don't have the prove up, and we don't have to prove that Mr. Davis is qualified to be an executor. We're not naming an executor today. We're just doing the muniment of title, but we do need some testimony at least on Mrs. Davis's will. Okay. And just some brief testimony on Mr. Davis's will. So let's just take these concurrently. Okay. Let me call to order Lubbock County Court. We are sitting in probate matters, and we're here to two causes. Cause number 2020-767448, the matter of the estate of Ernest Davis Jr., and cause number 2020-767449, in the matter of the estate of Elizabeth H. Davis, both on a muniment of title. Mrs. Chapman, is your applicant ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Davis, even though we're doing this by Zoom technology, this is still a court hearing, and I need to place you under oath. If you would please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give in the matter before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Chapman, you may proceed.
All right, and I actually have one more witness if you'd like to swear her in, since we have a photocopy of Miss Davis's will.
Ah.
Yes, it's me.
Cindy Shacklett.
Well, hey, Cindy.
Hey,
how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, these wills have your fingerprints written all over them.
I know. 1997.
I know. You remember back that far. I know you better than that. Okay. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give in the matter before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I did.
Thank you. All right. Ms. Chapman, you may proceed.
All right. Mr. Davis, is your full name Richard G. Davis?
Yes.
And your mother was Elizabeth H. Davis?
Yes.
And she passed away December 22nd, 2010. Is that correct?
Yes.
And she passed away in Greenville, Mississippi?
Correct.
But her residence at the time she passed was here in Lubbock County?
It was, correct.
And I know we've emailed you copies of the will, but I also have a copy here that I'll hold up. As far as you know, is this a copy of your mother's last will and testament?
Yes.
Okay. And in this will, it named your father, Ernest G. Davis Jr., to act as executor, correct?
Correct.
But your father recently passed away, correct?
Correct.
All right. And after your father passed away, you learned that he'd never probated your mother's will when you were trying to clear up title to the house here in Lubbock.
That's correct.
Okay. And the only beneficiaries of your mother's estate would be yourself and your sister Lee. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And after the date of your mom's will, which is dated March 1st, 1996, she didn't have any additional children besides you and your sister?
No.
Okay. And you had full knowledge of your mom's financial affairs. She doesn't have any outstanding debts that are owed or anything of that sort, correct?
No.
Okay. And your mom wasn't receiving Medicaid benefits?
No.
All right. And I have no further questions for Mr. Davis, Your Honor.
I have no questions regarding the muniment title for Elizabeth H. Davis. If you want to move to testimony on Ernest G. Davis Jr.
Okay. So, Mr. Davis, your father was Ernest, correct?
That's correct.
All right. And he passed away June 11th, 2020.
Yes.
Also in Mississippi.
Correct.
But his residence at the time he passed was here in Lubbock County, correct?
Both. He still had a residence in Lubbock, but he was kind of staying with my sister most of the time. But towards the end, when I say end, he was having some troubles with dementia, So he went into a nursing home in Mississippi, where he was at from February of this year till he passed.
Okay. Well, the majority of his assets and everything were here in Lubbock County.
That's correct.
Okay. And we've also emailed you a copy of his will dated the same date as your mother's, March 1st, 1996. As far as you know, is that a true copy of your father's last will and testament?
Yes.
And after the date of that in 1996, your father didn't have any additional children?
No.
And your father wasn't ever remarried?
No.
Okay. And there are no outstanding debts or anything owed by your father's estate?
No.
Okay. And once again, your father was not receiving Medicaid benefits?
No, he was not.
Okay. I have no further questions for Mr. Davis, Your Honor.
I just want to clear up one particular matter. You said your father, he basically moved to Mississippi back in January. Is that right?
No, he was kind of living with my sister for a couple years, just because short story is, after my mom passed away, he lived in Lubbock on his own, but then had some driving issues with vision. So we decided he needed to live somewhere. So he moved. He would kind of, 6 months with my sister, 6 months back at home. But they ended up staying. Then that happened over a course of 2 or 3 years. But towards the last year, he was probably living almost permanently with my sister in Mississippi until he went into the nursing home.
And that was in January.
He went in January, yes.
Do you? I'm gonna ask this question, and I think Miss Chapman will know why I'm about to ask this question. Do you think if he had not had dementia, health problems, or vision problems, you think he would still be a resident of Lubbock County?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the vision's the only thing that took. He was in a car accident, just a little fender bender, couple of them, and we made that decision to take his keys away from him, and because of that, he needed to be somewhere, and he decided to stay with my sister at that point.
Okay. Based on the evidence and the testimony presented today, it is the order of the court first that the last will and testament of Elizabeth H. Davis, although past the 4 years statutory, the court is satisfied that a good faith effort, or there was good faith that the will was not probated in a timely manner, and therefore the court will accept the copy of the will. Well, I guess we need to talk to Cindy, don't we, first?
Yeah.
Oh, can y'all hold on for just a second? Hold on.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do several things at once. Okay, you need to call Cindy
Yes.
because we need to talk about
the photo.
we need to talk about why we've got a copy and not the original.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. All right, Cindy, your name is Cindy Chocolate.
Correct.
All right, and you are the legal secretary for T. Mike Field.
Correct.
And Mr. Field drafted these wills.
Yes.
And you worked here at the firm since 1995.
Correct.
And you personally knew Miss Davis.
Yes.
And I'm going to show you this copy. So as far as you know, that's an exact copy of the decedent's will, correct?
Yes, it is.
And if you turn to the end, is that the decedent's signature?
Yes, it is.
And also, are you familiar with the signature of the witnesses?
I am.
Were they other legal secretaries here?
Yes.
All right. And as the notary, did you follow the normal procedures for signing the will where you swore in the decedent and declared and had her declare to yourself and the witnesses it was her last will and testament?
I did.
After which she signed her signature and the witnesses signed and you notarized.
Correct.
All right. And is it our normal procedure here at the firm that immediately after notarizing, we make photocopies of the documents
Yes.
and we place those in our files
Yes.
and we give them the originals?
Yes.
All right. I have no further questions for Ms. Shacklet, Your Honor.
I don't have any questions. Everything's fine. All right, back to what we were doing. The last will and testament of Elizabeth H. Davis is now hereby admitted to probate as a muniment of title. The last will and testament of Ernest G. Davis Jr. is also admitted to probate as a muniment of title. I have both orders. Both orders are in good shape, and so I have signed both orders, and I've got them now submitted up to the clerk's office. So, Mr. Davis, there's a document called a proof of death and other facts that you will need to, I'm sure it's already been forwarded to you.
Yes,
You'll need to get that signed in the presence of a notary, both of those, the one for your mom's estate, one for your dad's estate. They will need to be signed in the presence of a notary, and that if you will get those back to Ms. Chapman, she'll make sure that those get back up to the court's file, okay?
Okay.
And that's it. Muniment of title is about the easiest thing we do around here. So we won't have any other business together unless you have any questions.
Not that I can think of.
I know it's quite a process to go through, but I
Yeah.
appreciate this so much. Thank you for letting me serve you and your family today.
Thank you.
Ms. Chapman, is there anything further we need to deal with?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, I think we're, yeah, I think everything's in order. All right, well, thank you all very much. Be blessed, be safe. Cindy, thank you.
You're welcome.
So nothing on the second meeting. We did them all in one, right?
We did them all in one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually when we have a husband and wife and they're basically all the same issues. They're both muniment of title, so they're really, when I say it's about the easiest thing we do around here, it is absolutely the easiest thing we do.
Yeah, we weren't sure if my dad had probated my mom's will. And we couldn't find the original, so
Right.
I'm not sure what happened on that. So,
Well, I didn't research it, but pardon me, the clerk accepted it, so I'm guessing we're okay.
okay.
If we run across an issue or problem, we'll come back and fix it. How about that?
All right. Appreciate
All
it.
right. Thank you all very much.